Tak, dobré ránko prajem všetkým. Moje meno je Anton Timka zo spoločnosti SecTec. Ďakujem, že ste si našli čas na tento webinár. SecTec vám asi predstavovať nemusím, sme distribútor s pridanou hodnotou, kde zastupujeme mnohých svetových vendorov v rámci kyberbezpečnosti. A dnes sme si pre vás pripravili webinár so spoločnosťou CybeReady. CybeReady je nový vendor, výrobca v našom portfóliu, kde zastupujeme pre tohto výrobcu slovenský trh. A, Pripravili sme si pre vás prednášku o tréningoch v podstate celej cyber platforme, o ktorej vás porozpráva Asaf. Ja teraz switchnem do angličtiny a predstavím vám ho a celý webinár bude prebiehať v anglickom jazyku. Z tohto webinára bude spravený aj záznam, v prípade, že by ste si ho chceli pozrieť potom offline. Pokúsime sa potom do neho vložiť aj priamy preklad s titulkami. So I will switch to the English. Asaf, welcome, please. Asaf is responsible for CybeReady for our market. Asaf will make the presentation for you. So let's Asaf give the words. And if you have any questions through the presentation, don't hesitate to contact Asaf or direct me, or you can chat. And in the end, we will have time to answer the questions or if you have some other things what we can do, we will. Asaf, your word, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anton. Good morning, everyone. Hi, pleasure to have you all with us today. We really appreciate it. My name is Asaf. I'm from CybeReady. I'm in charge of the commercial operation in the European region. So thank you very much once again for your time. During the session, if you're going to have any questions, you are more than welcome to share them in the chat, in the Q&A box. And towards the end of the session, we'll make our best to meet all the questions. So let's get started. CybeReady. CybeReady is a training platform. Okay, we are not testing, we are not phishing, we are not LMS. We are a training program. We are talking about a cloud-based solution. And let me start by asking which of those needs is relevant for your company. Do you mostly need a training program for protection, or some customers really need these for compliance? Both answers are, relevant. Each company has its own priorities, but in a nutshell, you should distinguish between two options. And the reason I'm sharing these two options, or the platform share these options, that we can adjust the right fit, the right suit and package to the customer requirements. We still see that employees are your weakest link. We see these numbers of attacks keep rising from year by year. We ask, how come these numbers keep increasing if most of the companies doing some kind of awareness training? It doesn't make any sense. You would expect that the numbers will go down, right? And the reason that the numbers keep growing is because the current approaches of training are not working. Why? Because some solutions are focusing on the risk level and just doing testing without really training. Some of the solutions are not really following the short attentions of the short attention span of the end users. Some of the solutions are not really focusing on the behavior. It's the same training, the same templates, not really adjusted to the employee's performance. Some are just doing compliance, not bullet and not following the company results, something very generic, and some of them are not really efficient. So there's no real program in the background. So CybeReady is the first automated platform for cyber readiness training program, right? Delivering customizable, quick real-world simulation and feedback to ensure your team is always prepared to avoid hacker deception with continuous protection and compliance at any scale. This is very important to understand, that this is an holistic solution that provide all the capabilities built in within the platform. As you can see, the platform includes a lot of capabilities, a lot of modules and solution. The first tier on the top is training on the social engineering level, phishing simulation, smishing. In a few more months, we're going to also launch phishing as well, and reporting button on suspicious emails. This is the first social engineering training level. The second tier pillar will be for content. So courses, security bites, training decks presentation, and security postures. You will see them all in a few more minutes in the demo. And the last pillar below, in the lower side, is managerial tools, where you can share your company policies and procedure to read and sign for the end user, what we call the AUP, accepting user policy, live analytics, presentations for the board, for the CEO, and of course, internal communication with very smart reporting for the users, like his quarterly personal scorecard, and department managerial presentation, business unit managers that can receive their business unit monthly report to know what's happening in their own department. So as you can see, it's a very holistic platform, and it doesn't take any resources from your side. Now, one important element or topic that we need to emphasize is that awareness, like other solution, is not readiness. It's definitely a different term. Awareness, for those who are smoking, there's a warning sign on the cigarette box. Pay attention, smoking is very dangerous, blah, 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 blah. So we are all aware, and some of us are still smoking, right? So this awareness didn't really change our behavior. When you want to be a professional, you must be ready, you must practice. As the athlete needs to be in the field, on the court, running and training. As the chef, he does not learn from recipes. He is in the kitchen, running and cooking and trying things. So no shortcuts, not learning from PC or from a notebook or from the board. You must be in the field. The same concept is with CybeReady. So what makes CybeReady so unique is that we offer a full, comprehensive 360 degrees training program that evolves around the employees. It's fully automated. The platform never sleeps and adjusts to each employee every day. The platform includes, or it's a real-world simulation, including relevant and engaging simulation training that drive behavior change. We actually measure the user's behavior and present smart KPIs to reflect the progress that you can communicate to your board and top management. It also includes 100% protection compliance without lifting a finger. If you're going to ask any one of our thousands of customers around the world how much time the platform consumes from their side, the average answer would be about 1 hour a quarter. That's it. And it doesn't matter if you are a 500 users company or 130,000 employees. It's all the same. So this is not an awareness training. This is readiness built into the rhythm of your working environment. So CybeReady is needed by security leaders like CISOs, have a demanding job and need also deal with cyber training. When they will be using CybeReady, as I said, 1 hour a quarter, it's not really a burden. It's not time consuming, very light. CybeReady is also preferred by employees that also have demanding job and need to check the box, the cyber training box, right? So CybeReady training for the end users takes between 20 to 40 seconds. That's it. The only part where they need to invest about between 8 to 12 minutes is the short courses, and that's it. And CybeReady is also expected by the CEOs and top management to protect the company from costly theft, fraud, and reputation damage, and also protect themselves from compliance liability. All these are covered by the different entities within the company. So I would like to invite you to have a quick demo so I can reflect the CybeReady environment, and then we can proceed. Anton, can you please confirm that you see the dashboard?
Yes, we see the dashboard. Yes, thank you. But what I can mention that maybe in the beginning, all the courses and the menu, everything is available in more languages, included Slovak language. Yes.
Correct. We're gonna show some demonstration on this part.
Okay.
Thank you for that. So as you can see, this is the dashboard where the security officer will be granted access to. Okay, all the training goes to the end user via the email channel. But for the main point of contact in the company, the training program manager, the owner, he will get access to the dashboard. This is web access based on Power BI. On the left-hand side, you can see the menu. Let me start with the training. You can see all the different modules that I discussed in the presentation. So for example, in the phishing, the machine always suggests a set of 10 different simulations that will be sent along the days of the month, 30 days of the month, randomly between the end users. Okay, let's take, for example, this one. So every day, several users will receive a simulation. This is a demo, so I need to do it manually, but generally you will have everything here in the Slovak language. All the simulations are editable, so you can change the text, the pictures if you want. And when the user receives this email and by mistake do a mistake, what is a mistake? Hitting the link, opening attachment, sharing credential, he will be immediately directed to a landing page. This is example by one of our customers, Agel, from the healthcare sector, as you all know. So the customer landing page will be branded. There's a short explanation about this topic and 4 suspicious signs which are relevant specifically to this attack. As I said, 20 to 40 seconds. You can measure how long it takes you to read, and that's it. You can consume this via any kind of endpoint, PC, Mac, mobile, tablet, anywhere you can read your email. The next month, when the user receives, well, this is a QR, let's see a different one. When the user receives a different simulation and trying to open this attachment, you will see, okay, sharing his credential, blah, blah, blah. You will see that the 4 suspicious signs are now different. So this one is in English, but you get the message that each simulation gets a dedicated educational content. So we are dynamic and adaptive. You will see everything running in this section, and 3 weeks before the end of the quarter, the machine will suggest a new set of 10 different simulations. So your company will meet minimum 40 different simulations in 1 year, 4 times 10. You can, of course, create also your own simulation via the editor if you are interested. And once you click activate, that's it, my friend. The machine runs for 3 consecutive months. You also have the option to activate autopilot. If you don't want to confirm it every quarter, this can happen automatically. During this time, if you go to the analytics for phishing, you can see the relevant analytics. For example, you can see the breakdown on a monthly basis. Each month, how many simulations have been sent, click rate, and employees. Breakdown by location. This all data is taken from your Active Directory, from the user list. You can see the breakdown by department level. You can see the breakdown by simulation to know which simulation is high rated and which is low rated. You can also see each one of your employees and his click rate, his track history, and also what we call the high-risk employees, the serial clickers. those who are tending to fall prey quite frequently. For those dangerous employees, we have a section what we call program. This allows you to treat different population automatically. So if we go to the high risk, you can activate double intensity. It means that in a click of a button, this dangerous user will receive 2 simulations a month to speed up their training level. And you can also activate reinforced message, which means that Slovakia, 1 hour after they fall prey, they will get an informative email from the company domain. Hello, Marius, you fall prey 1 hour ago. We just want to make sure that you read the suspicious signs. And all the text, again, is editable. This is about the phishing. We also have security bytes. We have 72 different bytes. You can choose which one are relevant. They are split into work topics and home topics. Home is like social media, online shopping, private activities, and work are more on the work environment. And unlike the phishing, in this case, the email will be sent from your company's domain. There's a short explanation about a specific topic. Okay, followed with several tips. Everything again is editable, so you can change the text as you wish. There's also a gamification question. It's not mandatory, it's optional. And if the user decides to challenge himself, he gets immediate feedback. Okay, again, quick reading and that's it. Each one of these 72 has a posture. So you can run a campaign. You can use this PNG file for screensavers or just to run a security awareness campaign in your different sites. Again, there is the equivalent analytic part to see all the analysis of this awareness bytes operation, and also by a single user to see each user, his training progress. Where is it? There it is. How many emails have been sent, click, open rate, answering the questions, and his history. The next one will be a fish cage. Fish cage is like the reporting button. It's based on it fully supported in Office 365 and Google Workspace. In case the user report, it's an add-on in your Outlook. In case the user report on suspicious email, if this is a CybeReady simulation, the user gets, congratulations, very good job. But if this is not a CybeReady simulation and the user report this email, so it's either suspicious or malicious, the user will receive acknowledgement. Thank you for reporting. This email has been forwarded to the security team, and the security team will get it as an attachment for further investigation. In the analytics, you will get all the analysis of these reporting activities. Next in line would be the training decks. In this case, we know that AI can do everything, but we want to save you the 2-3 minutes because we have professional team, content team. So we keep creating more and more professional content. If you guys are interested in downloading a presentation and run the show to have a webinar with your end users about this topic. Okay, so everything is ready. They are very short, between 6 to 10 different slides. You can change the text or edit, or you can also convert them into PDF and send them to the relevant groups, the relevant team members for inspiration. Next in line would be the internal communication. Internal communication can be shared in different levels. Let's start with the end user. The end user will receive every quarter, every 3 months, an email from the company domain with the logo about his personal score. The personal score is based on 3 elements: on the phishing training, on the awareness bytes, and on the reporting on suspicious email. As long as the user will be more proactive and involved and engaged with the content, his score will increase. we have 8 different profiles. Let me take you to the analytics, to the internal communication, and you can see the different breakdown in your company between the 8 profiles, starting from warming up to a champion, and below you will see each user and his personal scorecard. So this is the level of a single user. The second level will be for department level. Every business unit manager, you can create a department and assign a specific manager. This manager will receive every month a report automatically from the system about his business unit performance in terms of phishing training and in terms of awareness training. Okay? This is how the security team and the CIOs can provide visibility and transparency to the management level. The last part is very, very advanced and really appreciated by our customers. We call it training progress report. You can generate this presentation for a specific department or for the whole company. You can do it in 44 different languages, including Slovak. For the sake of this demo, it's going to be in English. If you click download report, between 5 to 10 seconds, the machine actually generates this presentation, managerial presentation. We call it PBR, and it's ready. It will be branded with your company look and feel. It starts with a summary of the last 3 months, move along to the facts and figures, location, solutions, languages, and then the top leaders, the top 3 leaders for personal scorecard. Then you have some KPIs of the training, of the phishing training for click rate, high-risk employees, new employees. This is what the board is very interested in. Then you have a vulnerability by department in percentage, in numbers, some notable training examples, such as the most clickable simulation for veteran employees, for new employees, or this simulation that was very least click. The security bites with the most higher open rate. And then you have a long-term analysis of the last 12 months. All the KPIs of the training is there. Of course, in certain packages, I'm going to discuss about the packages in a few minutes, the package number 3 and package number 4 will be allocated with a dedicated customer success manager that will meet the customer every quarter to go over the data, making sure that all these data points are well understood and clear. So you can generate this and share this with your board and top management. And it saves a lot of time, and it's there always in a click of a button. The next capability which I'd like to share is the smishing. This one is mostly relevant for the SMS text channel. The machine includes a set of 30 different simulations. Let's choose randomly 1, 2, 3, 4 simulations. Let's add them to the campaign. You can add the numbers, mobile numbers of the relevant group or for the whole company. And then you can run a test, internal test of these 4, one by one or everything. You can choose to run the campaign immediately to the specific group or to have this campaign to schedule it between time frame. Each simulation, of course, is supported in all 44 different languages. You can change the text if you want, but beware of not damaging the link. And then you start the show between immediately or between the time frames. Or you can also send it to a specific department because it's all based on the same user list that is serving the simulation. And once the campaign run, you go to the analytic and you can see in the smishing part the click rate per campaign. In each campaign, how many simulations have been sent, click. You can see the breakdown by department and to filter it out. Or you can choose by location if you have different locations. You can also see the click rate by simulation to know which simulation is more dangerous. So you have all the capabilities, and you can also get the analysis of click rate by manipulation, because every simulation has a certain manipulation type, whether it's benefit, curiosity, updates, or threat, or putting some pressure on the end user. So you know which kind of attack vector is very sensitive or in very high rate in your company. The last solution I would like to focus on and share is what we launched a few weeks ago, what we called courses. Courses today includes 5 different courses. We have acceptable use policy. You can share your company policy and procedure, asking the user to read and sign. We have security 101, security first, privacy essential, and code guard for developers. If you choose a specific course, you can decide where to schedule this course, in which language, who is the target employees. And once this has been set up, you can just share it with everyone. A preview of this course as an example. This one will last 14 minutes. In some cases, there's a short animation video and then some questions. And some has just, read and questions, plain text with some questions. So it's quite simple, and in the bar, you can see the progress level of the user. You can also create your own simulation, your own course. Okay, let's choose Slovak target. Let's say for the R&D. And once you created this course, you have the structure, so you can edit the text and add the links to the videos from YouTube, whatever you want to create. So it's an open environment to create your own course. There's one unified dashboard that allows you to see everything in one clean shot, like the phishing, the awareness bites, the fish cage, the KPIs. It's very nice and easy in one centralized place. And you have the setup. You can upload the user list or just integrate API with Entra ID and Google Workspace. Then you need to whitelist the domains so the phishing emails will not be blocked. You bring your own domain for all other solutions that will be sent from your company domain. You run a quick test to make sure that everything works smoothly and nothing is being blocked. We have a trust center, so you can see that we are certified in terms of compliance, ISO 27001, SOC 2 Type 2, and how to contact our CISO and DPO for any special reason. So everything is there. It's quite simple and quite easy to digest and very, very simple to use. This was kind of a quick insight into the dashboard. So this is on the operational and on the progress level. Just to finalize the technical spec, we are a SaaS solution. We don't have an on-prem support. We can support multi-tenant, of course. We integrate with Entra ID and Google Workspace. The communication with your end user is via the email channel, and customer dashboard is based on Microsoft Power BI, as I previously mentioned. I thought to share about some of the customers in the Slovak region and also your neighbor in Czechia. So as you can see, we have some brands that we are already active for quite some time. And this was about the current operation. Next, I would like to share about the business model. We have, as I previously mentioned, we have 4 different packages. From left, we're starting on the left side from compliance. This is the Slim package. Moving along to the right-hand side to the Phishing Plus. then professional training, and the last full platform is what we call impact. So what is included in the basic compliance? Basic compliance, including the courses. These are the 5 essential courses which I presented, and also the security postures. This is mostly for customers that want just to have check in the box for compliance. As we started the presentation, very simple, very easy to digest, and very fast to start. The administration part from the CISO or the IT team would be integration with Entra ID or Google Workspace. You will get dashboard for completion the reports. We have SSO integration and PII protection, and the SLA is via online. The support is online support. The second package includes the compliance plus phishing simulation and fish cage, which is the reporting button. Okay, still including the postures and also the employee personal scorecard. We also adding here the autopilot mode to start the campaign automatically, trusted sender domain configuration, downloadable bounced email reports, and again, the support is online. The third package, which we call the professional, includes number 1 and number 2, plus the security bytes for work. We also include the program, the special program, and also customization in phishing simulation and learning. So you can also customize your own simulation as well. We also include the training decks, the presentation, and the PBR, the managerial presentation. In this case, in the support, you will already be assigned with a dedicated customer success manager. Last but not least is the impact. It's the full platform. It also includes the security bytes for home bytes and prioritized bytes for risk groups. You can create also your own courses, and you have the full report package and also a dedicated customer success manager. I think that this was pretty much it. As Anton shared, we provide the solution in 44 different languages, including Slovak, as you saw. And I think now it's your time for any questions. You are more than welcome to share them in the Q&A. And Anton, you can also jump in Slovak for any updates or questions with our visitors, with our participants.
Thank you, Asaf. I think it was a very nice presentation, the nice demo. I think it explained all what I expect from you, and I think the content was great. Now I really also understand what is included, and also hope that our participants also understand all. I will switch to the English, to the Slovak.
Yeah.
Ďakujem, že ste si našli čas pozrieť tento webinár. Ak máte naozaj teraz nejaké otázky, môžete ich povedať kľudne v angličtine alebo v slovenčine, radi vám ich zodpovieme. Ale samozrejme, ak by ste akékoľvek dotazy mali aj neskôr, alebo či už si to chceli vyskúšať nejakým demo, alebo potrebovali prezentáciu možno v slovenčine, ak by ste potrebovali pomôcť, ja neviem, s nácenením, alebo čokoľvek ohľadom CybeReady, sme tu pre vás ako SecTec, kedykoľvek sa nám môžete ozvať a budeme na tom pracovať. Čiže ak potrebujete pripraviť ponuku, prezentáciu, čokoľvek, nebojte sa nám priamo ozvať. So, ak máte teda naozaj nejaké otázky, dajte ich. Budeme radi zodpovieme. Ak nie, tak kedykoľvek potom offline sa môžete ozvať nám do SecTecu a určite vám zodpovieme otázky. I think we have okay. There's just thank you in the Q&A.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. Asaf, I just asked if the participants, if they have any questions. If not, I said that we will be here or ready after as a SecTec to explain all the questions or if they have. So now I think we are done. I would like to thank you for the presentation. It was great, and I will get back to you soon. Okay.
Everyone, if you are interested to have a more in-depth session one-on-one, you can feel free to schedule it with me, Asaf at cybeready.com, or via SecTec team. We'll be more than happy to show more and showcase the platform in depth or meet any specific questions you may have.
Great. Thank you, Asaf. Thank you. Thank you very
Pleasure. I
much.
wish you all a pleasant day and a pleasant weekend ahead.
So, Asaf, I think we have a question there. There is ongoing updates to current phishing and email running around in area as reported by customers. Please check the answer. Question, please.
Ongoing updates. Yeah, of course. So our investigation team, of course, keep exploring the market continuously. Whatever we receive and what we see, the patterns and then new attacks we are getting from our customers and from the investigation team. So we keep updating, of course. If for a specific reason a customer is interested in a specific scenario, which is not in our repository, there are two options. First option is the customer can ask our customer success team to add this scenario to our repository. The second option would be some customers are just doing it by themselves. So the platform is quite flexible and allows you to do whatever you want. You can create it by yourself, or you can tell, hey, this is a very common attack that we are facing. Please, next round, make sure that it will be included. And of course, we'll be more than happy to support on this level as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was good.
Pleasure.
Okay. So thank you, Asaf. Again, thank you to all to participate on this demo or on this webinar, and we will be in touch soon. So thank you very much to all.
Thank you all. Pleasure.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.